Uh, decided to give another. Decided to give. Fuck, work. I cannot even talk today. I decided to give Disco Elysium another shot. Played a little bit a while back and kind of figured out, what I was supposed to do and all that. So I think I'm better equipped this time around. So. I think your tie talks to you if you have this. So Psyche should be. Let's see. I'll just pick like a. I'm just gonna be a big dumb idiot, just fucking Hobocopping it up here. No, never mind. Okay, wait. Well, I could still be a big fucking idiot, just other decent stats. Physique. Okay. Wait, okay, so if it's Psyche and Physique, then why is Physique just FYS? Wouldn't it be like PHY for Physiques? Just notice that. But yeah, I think I'll go with sensitive. The furries are at home in the mirror. Okay.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really? Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough.
Look, I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit? Well, that would be more of my response, but...
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Wait, no, I need to belittle
Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Somewhere
I
in
don't
a
care, I'm an
sore,
idiot. I'm crazy.
bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
I'm a
The
champion.
stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own
A
mouth?
fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Oh boy. That was full.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the... It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Alright.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
I think I'll take my chances.
What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying?
fuck.
The morning light hurts your eyes.
Fine.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care.
Behold,
Oh no.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might just be because I'm a
Please
superstar.
stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for
Please
the ladies.
promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Well, I know I'm not going to do anything with these. Both white chicks. Electrochemistry and encyclopedia.
This floor has it been consigned there as punishment. You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
I don't want to risk that, so I'll just...
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this?
Serious?
Diffuse radiating chest pain. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
I can't... It won't let me grab my tie. I do... Ooh, I can level up. Okay. So I need, what, savoir-faire?
This fan, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature... This fan, or has it been consigned there as punishment?
Okay. Savoir-faire. Oh, I thought it lit up there for a minute.
This fan, or has it been consigned there as...
Alright, I guess I'll just continue on, but there's one thing I did want to try. Gotta grab my other shoe. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out where it won't let me actually put on both shoes at once. Oh, good.
There they both are. Good.
I want to raise myself up there because I did, through my fumbling through, I did encounter some instances where the tie would just scream at me. It was fucking hilarious.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No?
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself. Retreat is not a winning tactic. The words have already left your mouth.
I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again.
I want to have fuck with you.
No, you see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Pretty, please.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. You're pretty. I'm sorry. I'm the sorry cop.
Don't be. It was funny. And anyway, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about any of it?
She appears to genuinely want you to understand it, so...
So what if you can't pull grade A pussy anymore? There are other things in life. More meaningful, more fitting for a man your age. This is Fata Morgana. One thing, though.
Fata... Hold on. I have to look up Fata Morgana. Fata... Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a mirage. Okay.
It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
You should pick that fat Jew. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma. You feel like a smoker. Especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all. Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
I should enthusiastically do that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Like cancer. in this game. And, like, you get experience by just, like, clicking on literally anything that has these little circles on it.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his
already violently expressed ourselves in
Yes,
the fucking
sounds
in our
likely.
bedroom.
You should probably go on stage and
We
pose
crashed
for a
that
moment
shit.
when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people
No.
going.
Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. The man on the counter rolled out of his open hand. The man does not.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This
Magnesium is just what restores your physical health. Nulzifed, I think, is what restores your psyche.
A bespectacled man. As you approach, if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
I'll just shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative.
Well, I can't do this.
Conceptualize.
I'm not gonna...
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
There must be some...
No, I don't think so. We should ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be so sure? I'm a police officer. Yeah, that's a good question.
I was to meet a detective from Precinct 41 at the Whirling in Rags, who arrived here 3 days ago. I am told that that is how long you have been here. Besides, you match his description. Precinct 41 said they were sending the most seasoned detective. And you certainly look seasoned. However, I would also suggest that you locate your blazer with your official insignia.
Okay, just... Okay, so he does call you out for not wearing it.
They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I could step into the headlights of my kinema and show you, but right now, I just need you to do your job.
Alright. Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
I don't...
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
Let's roll.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Alright.
You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
I'm gonna try to stream somewhat regularly. Like, starting this week, so... If anyone is watching now, they can, like, check in from time to time. I might be playing something.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Well, I'm no sweetie, look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
I don't want to talk about that dimple anymore. That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering.
You must forgive me.
I ain't gonna be
I'm
mean
getting
to
so
her.
scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew.
I
Hire
am
her
not
on
gonna
the
ask
spot.
number one. I do not care. And number two just sounds it's super poor taste. Like, you seem to be in a wheelchair. How'd you like to roll with me? I was like, no. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't want to
Oh
lie to her.
my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria, it was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
The edge of civilization?
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Okay.
Yes, and Revachol?
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but Everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
That's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. But yeah, it's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you then, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I have gone through most of these, and they largely get the same thing. The only ones that get anything different are 2, 1, and 6. Those are the only ones that really get anything different. The other ones are kind of pretty much canned response, if I remember correctly. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
You gotta love how she says proletariat. The proletariat. I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
If there's no cops, how come there's... fuck. If there's no government, how come there are no cops? Damn it. If there... fucking words today. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
I mean, you pretty much explained quite a bit. You know.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So, how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
What is this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. Of course, sweetie, I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Well, thanks, asshole.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Got a kind green ink pen.
A man in his late 20s, with a thin, unimpressive beard, notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant. Could he be irritated with you? He avoids eye contact altogether, like you're not even there.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41? Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
The many, many.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything.
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Franco-Nigerian.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you
What
kill
are
him?
you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
What did you
Do
have to
I
kill
have to
him?
answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
He ignores you.
she went away because none of your business. Extra fine. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
I hate this dude.
He's very animated all of a sudden.
You look
This
like
is
a
clearly
bartender.
a touchy subject for him.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3.
Oh,
Get over it.
you said that you had many establishments that you managed. Fucking liar.
Why would I have a problem with you? You're a hero cop.
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I do not appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer.
Oh, it's not. You're right, it's not.
He has no
I'm
respect for
pushing
you
this dude
personally,
all
but this
around.
man sees himself as a law-abiding citizen, and you a representative of that law.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Yo, fuck it. I'm out. Oh no!
One moment you're
No.
running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she?
That's true. Yes. And it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both of my hands to flip him off? Why both?
Watch out!
Ugh.
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
This did not need to happen. I gave no such commands to my body. I had an accident.
Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
I don't know, that just comes off as a lazy effort at reconceptualizing the antics of a shambling drunk.
If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
I sure as hell haven't felt no love.
That is too bad. We all need a little love. Are you okay?
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
I made a scene. Oh my god.
Are you sure, man?
Yes, yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. this has always been a cop-friendly place.
He's shaken by me making an ass out of myself.
The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
Cool.
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight... And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I have no
but
idea.
You've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Far away?
In time or space?
Both.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster, I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobocop.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantage.
I need to go level up so I can get my fucking tie. Check something real quick.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it
Your
feel?
shirt sticks to your chest. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, Ghost?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there? No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day. Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza. Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go a yard.
Sorry.
Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home. To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell. Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at? Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite Officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, Officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite Officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him.
Where's your homo, homie?
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
Sexual life partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you... Coalition hero statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears. collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater, hidden weapon caches from the Revolution, doors leading down to Loroyan, the catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
I guess I'll put my...
The RCM in Martinez. What? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. Where to?
Well, I've already learned where I am.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
Alright.
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water.
Anything else? It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. It's there, in the yard, right through the hole in the fence. No problem.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of...
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them.
Sure.
Yeah,
Keep them. I have another pair.
Says, handling dead body. Wait, yeah, look at everything.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Alright.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi picks up the coin and hands it.
Right, always glad to help out the RCN. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure.
What's the strike about?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better.
Foreign car, kept in good condition. Okay, fuel knots. Face. Let's look around. Okay, now gonna start getting money. Oh yeah. on some gloves.
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
A couple of this panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. You pull the... Nothing happens. Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blows. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying function?
See if we can find some more. Oh, maybe we should check this out.
Before you, vapor emanates from the large engine. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheat. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preview.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
This is the Coupe Cinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
The Caprice motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
I'm not gonna radio in that I've lost anything. I think it's probably a better move. Oh, more menus. Bottle. See what we can get. I just got a notification on my phone. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, I was gonna check the stream real quick.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, "Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man."
Welcome to...
What's that magazine?
I don't know. Frick? I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't. You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Here you go, mister.
There we go. Maybe 2 minutes ago. I can go for a bit. God damn, it's taking forever to level up. I'm just stuck at 55 no matter what I do.
Hello, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. but she's cold.
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this
Mom
house
sounds
being
like a real piece of work. They need to
cursed.
stand out here.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look at.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Alright,
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul.
get the fuck out of here, Authority.
No, your resilience.
I'm not sure I understand. If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Yeah, why not?
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. What?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
You can show them to me.
She looks around anxiously. Her hat. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little, a facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Shoot on the hills means you're recycling your body material.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
I hope this entertained you.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine, do better. To do something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wait. How do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation. You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
There we go.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yeah.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
All this pressure has made her really anxious. You know she's been chewing her nails?
God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
A part of hers, too, clearly.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Alright.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
My husband is completely different, of course.
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Try to explain that.
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand. She's been too busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand.
The woman looks aloof. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Rows and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyam, maybe 100. Man from Hyamdal and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyamdal and the false god. Man from Hyamdal and the scorched earth. Man from Hyamdal, the Hyamdal colonies. Man from Hyamdal and the swamp beast. Man from Hyamdal and the snow crabs. Those snow crabs are worse than they sound. Not even close. Man from Hyamdal in hell. Man from Hyamdal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyamdal under the lake. Man from Hyamdal, Hyamdal burning. There's a twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hyamdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now.
You just can't win. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes?
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir. Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
Oh.
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Oh, that was nice for her. You know what? I'm gonna go throw that on right now. Oh yeah. A tome of fascist magic. Oh god.
You see a set.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Just as you're about to pull apart the...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the... Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only... You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step
I don't
away,
care,
Dick.
you can't stop
No.
me.
Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you...
Lies. Rip them open. There is something mysterious. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust.
Okay, you want to talk? Let's talk.
Hello again, esteemed officer. I
Why are you
already
so
told
uptight?
you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Alright.
Didn't that curtain just move?
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the...
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt.
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, all right? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
The entity?
Yes, a malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the form of a woman. A witch, most likely. She, or it, must be connected to the curse somehow.
Chimney that passes between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains.
Oh fuck, this
Take
made it easier.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm...
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the... You see
I
a
just
dimly
grazed
lit
it with
room
my
full of dusty
sack.
furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back.
Oh!
Hairdryers. Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you. An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach. Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue de Saint-Ghislain stands like a matchbox on its side, with men inside, like little wooden sticks, ready to catch fire. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen with a key in his hand. Somewhere inside, a spider is spinning its...
Alright.
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds good.
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast. Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of a memory from another life. When you were young and fit. The barbell waits patiently on the floor.
I'm not gonna. I think I'll actually call it here. I gotta go grab something to eat. But I'll continue the stream later. Alright. Catch you next time. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this.